Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit. Make the stop at the 19. Offense working from the pistol. They'll try the run. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Rams are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, give up the run and get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. the offense on first down. Going to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's back to throw on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kelly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on them.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick pass on the jet motion. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
That's a really good job on the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now in the next down.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Myers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for it all. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Got it behind the line. It's Evans. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to...
Touchdown, MTSU! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Rams will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And now the ball is knocked free. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
It's so demoralizing. I get the big stop, I force the punt, and then we put it on the deck and give it right back to him. I had my helmet unstrapped. I was ready to watch some game film on the sidelines, and now I got to put my helmet back on and get right back out there.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
Get him. Get him. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Leaves it with the running back. Spins away from the defender. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Got some room into the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefits of the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again and go score a TD.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. It's now 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback checking the play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff.
Colorado State, 10.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping. The defense was ready for that one.
On third down, going up top. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Into the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rams will kick it off to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball. Picked off. Touchdown, Colorado State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown Rams! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Southern. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. At the 45 on his way. Just trucks through it. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They're going to run it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The lone back's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Man, you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
Working on the right.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
On the option. There's a live football. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Might as well give it to him again. At midfield, he's got room. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. And once he got loose, it was all over. On to attempt to try. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Second down coming up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking for a man on second down. Going up top. Snatches it on the run. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting into the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Here's the handoff. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Colorado State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to when they make big plays.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter.
Colorado State, 31. Middle Tennessee, 24.
First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tackle is made after the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here from my running back, make the game easy.
Off the play fake on first down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Colorado State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Harris. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
He uncorks one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay?
He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of 1st downs, now out close to midfield. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Schroeder. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The aerial assault continues. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
He's looking to pass. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You can tell the pressure starting to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And after getting that completion, they've now set up 4th and goal. This is a play they need to make. It's the 4th quarter. They're down a couple of possessions. You have to come up with a touchdown here. You need to dial up your best play possible.
Pressure coming. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loss of 4. 3rd down coming up.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.